I took a month off from promoting my business because I felt myself getting burnt out, and I realized that I was doing things by my own strength and not by God's strength. I feel like there is a fine line between stewarding something that God gave you and trying to perform, not trusting that God will grow your business without you having to perform, if that makes sense. Let me try and explain how I was feeling the last month and why I had to take a step back so I can reset, refocus, and come back refreshed. So in November, while I was pushing out content on my products, I got to a point where I was performing. I was doing things because I felt like if I performed, then I would get the results. And I was taking God out of the equation. I know that God can and will exceed my expectations when it comes to this business, but it got to a point where I was performing thinking that it was by my might and not His. If you don't know, I have a product on Amazon, and Amazon is now charging me way too much money, even more money than before, just to keep these books in storage. And it got to a point where it was completely burning me out. I almost gave up. I almost just pulled out. I really was losing it, and I had to take a step back because it wasn't healthy. I had to spend some time with God. I had to refocus and realign myself with His word and remind myself of the promises that He gave me, remind myself of the word that He gave me when I first started this business, when I first created these products. And now I'm coming back to a place where I'm not posting to perform. I'm not posting because I want to get these books off of my hands. I'm posting and I'm pushing this product simply for the glory of God. And I believe that's one area where the enemy loves to attack is finances, especially when it comes to an entrepreneur. It takes so much money to start a business that when you don't see results, you're tempted to pull back. You're tempted to just shut the business down. You're tempted to just call it quits. When running a business takes perseverance, it takes endurance, it takes waiting. It takes really being rooted in the word of God. And honestly, I lost sight of that for a second, which is why once I recognized that, I pulled back. I really took a break to recenter, realign, and refocus with the word of God. So that is where I'm at with my business. I am not done. I have not pulled out. I have not given up. I am just coming back 2026 with my eyes focused on Jesus, with my heart centered in the word of God. And yeah, so if you would like to go support my business, all my information is in my bio.